Fourth mistake that men make that destroys a wife's emotional connection is that he only wants to talk to her or listen to her about the things that he's interested in. So back in June of 2023, Michael and I were working out at the gym. We were taking a moment, resting in between sets, and he says, "Oh, hey, do I have a story for you?" Now, him sharing stories with me isn't really anything new. He always has really interesting stories because of his work in law enforcement. However, the manner in which he said it, really emphasizing for you, had my curiosity piqued. So I lean in and I'm like, "Oh, really? What is it?" So he proceeds to tell me about a call that came in the night before, how there was a person reporting that there were aliens in the backyard. Now, Michael knows I love a good conspiracy theory. I'm all about the aliens. So he continues, he's like, "Yeah, but that's not all." Another officer who was conducting a traffic stop caught on his body camera a bright blue light coming down from the sky 10 minutes away from the person who was reporting these non-human creatures. And this all happened around the same time frame, possibly providing a corroboration to the story. So I'm like, no way. And then he goes on to tell me about how all of this happened just 8 miles from our house. Now, this is a story you might actually remember because it did go viral and it ended up being this big, huge international story. What Michael did there, sharing something about his day, something he knew that I in particular would really enjoy, is a great way to establish that emotional connection. But he always doesn't get it right either. Michael had asked me to be better about sharing my day with him. But often I don't feel like I really have much to say because I work from home. So my days are pretty boring and routine comparing to his. Like I take the kids to school, I do some laundry, do some work on the computer, I make appointments, I make my video outlines. There's not a whole lot of deviation that goes on with my day. But in an effort to share my day with him, I remember telling him about either a news story or an article. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I sure as heck remembered his answer. He looked at me and he's like, "Why do you even care?" And he said it in a way in which it was like he didn't want to hear about it. So I was like, "Hey, you're the one that wanted me to share my day with you. So what you're telling me is that you want me to share my day, but only talk to you about the things that you find interesting, the things that you want to hear about." Okay, all right, I got it. Okay, like even just retelling the story still fires me up. So the fact that I'm still remembering his exact words to me, and I can still feel how incredibly impactful those words were, should tell you that when a woman makes an effort in something that you have asked her to make an effort in, and you punish her for that, it will negatively impact your emotional connection with her. You can't choose which topics that you are going to actively participate in listening on and expect her to have a strong emotional connection with you. I understand you're not interested in hearing about purses or workplace drama, and she could probably care less about the history of the players of your favorite baseball team. But we both have to be willing to talk to each other about the things that the other person finds interesting, because it serves as a means for that other person to feel emotionally connected with you.